We are going to remove the face panel of a Cadillac Escalade and then install our head unit. So first step, we're going to remove the face panel near the passenger seat, and then we're going to remove the panel here on the cup holder, and then the last step is to remove the whole face panel of the original head unit. So make sure you follow the exact order so the panels can be removed more easily. There were few wires from the last panel, so you have to remove these wires first so the panel can go off. Now there are a few screws on the OEM radio. You have to use a screwdriver to remove those one by one. So there are totally 4 screws to be removed. It might take a little bit while because it's the first time to remove the panel. So now we can take the OEM radio off. Be careful because there are wires at the back side of the radio. You have to plug them off. GPS, power cables, etc. Remove all of them, and then you can take off the radio easily. Put it aside. The next step, we're gonna remove the AC controller from the car. So these screws, we're gonna use them for later, so please keep them aside. Now we can take the AC off. Take the AC off. Right now all the radio and AC controller are removed off. Next step, we're gonna use this AC board, controller board from the original AC controller. There are a few screws here, remove them all, and then we can lift over the case. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. Open it up. You'll see a AC board, 2 wires. Remove them off. Be careful, there is a clip somewhere, so you can just press the clips and then it will fall off. This one we're gonna use for later, so keep it aside. The other part we won't gonna use it, so you can leave it alone. Now we are going to install the AC part at the back side of our head unit. Put the 2 clips inside of the head unit, like this. It's plug and play, so no worries at all. And then use the 4 screws that you took off from the car and put it back so the AC controller can stick to the head unit. The reason why we keep this AC controller is that we're gonna use the AC controller to control AC, and after the installation you can control the AC on our screen. Screw the original screws back to the AC board. We have already plugged a few wires at the back side of head unit, but it's not the full picture. So later we're gonna make a detailed wiring diagram for your reference. Now we're going to wire the GPS antenna. You can run the wires through the glove box. GPS signal will be better if you place this way like our engineers do. Also, you can wire the USB cables the same way and put it through the glove box. So the blue one is GPS antenna, and the brown one is the USB plug inside of the head unit. This is GPS. Okay, so these are the power cable, and then the second one is speaker, and the third one is the brown one is the original rear camera wire, and the last one is the headrest plug. So it's a pure plug and play. The last one is the radio antenna. Make sure you connect all the wires this way. You won't miss anything. And these ones are for the AC control. Plug them one by one. You won't miss it because it is pure plug and play. Female plug and male plug. Yeah, so now these are all the wirings. We're gonna do a detailed wiring diagram here. These are all the wires we need. First one is power cable. Power cable goes into this socket. This is the power cable, and according to the previous video, you will see that those 3 plugs will go accordingly to the original car plugs. This white one is for the canvas. Make sure you plug this one because it's very important for the steering wheel controls, etc. The unit won't power on if you miss this plug. And this purple one is for the headrest. You plug it here. The other side goes to the original car plug for the headrest. The rear entertainment systems. This yellow plug is for original rear camera. Some cars doesn't have the original rear camera, so you don't need this wire if your car doesn't have the original rear camera, but you can use this spot for the aftermarket rear camera. And this brown cable is for USB. For USB, you plug it here. There are two USB sockets for your later use. And this one is RCA cable. It's for subwoofer, amplifier, etc. So if your car doesn't have any, you won't need this. You won't need this plug. But if you want to add a subwoofer, aftermarket subwoofer, etc., you're gonna use this wire. This one is for the radio antenna. The other side goes to the original car plug for radio. This bundle is for AUX. You will see a microphone and audio plugs. Goes right into here. Now this is the GPS antenna. Plug it here. So we're gonna lose this cable so you can see all the wires in the full page. And this is extra accessory for the speaker. You will need to, there is a microphone plug on the AUX bundle. You connect to the wire that says MIC mic. This one you can put it near your steering wheel control, somewhere near top left of the windshield. And this one is for the loudspeaker, so whenever your radar beeps, it will get the sound louder. The wire is on the main power harness. There is a 2-pin plug here. Make sure you connect this. So till now, these are all the wirings, so you can get a full picture. And here these two plugs are for the AC controller. Now we have plugged all the plugs, the sockets on the radio. We can put the head unit back on. Before you put everything back, please power on the head unit. Start the car, power on the head unit, and test all the functions, especially AC controls, steering wheel controls, rear camera, headrest if you have any. So just in case you miss any cables, you can always go back to the wiring diagram of this video to check everything. before you put everything back, because you're gonna waste your time. Now we're gonna put all these screws back. Put everything back, test all the functions. So if there is anything that isn't working, after you check all the wirings and our videos, you can take a short video for us of the issues that you are having during the installation. Shoot a video for us and we will advise and guide you further. I hope this video helps. Thank you for watching.